Yeah, motherfucker, I got it.
The server has literally outlived an engagement and a marriage.
Why? Two engagements.
I guess, yeah, two engagements and a marriage. Yeah, holy shit.
Holy
So,
fuck, it takes.
fuck. I don't mind, I'm still free. You can take the skies from
Yeah, these are
me.
both my cat.
Remember when we hung the golem?
Still there. It's still
Fuck
hanging.
you, bitch. Fuck your dumbass, shitty ass house.
This is crazy. Like, still just crazy that I don't know. This doesn't feel like it actually happened.
Ugh, I don't even fucking care, dude. Looking at the fucking crazy ass messages she sent to what's his name?
Yeah, that like was the
That
final nail.
yeah, that shit was
What a lunatic.
fucking yeah. Ugh, that's one word for it, man. Jesus. Yeah, what a goofy fucking goober.
No.
I mean, ultimately, yeah, it's like, yeah, I dodged a bullet, but like, I don't know.
You wish you didn't have to. Wish you
Wish I didn't have to. Yeah, I wish
normal
I
instead
wish
of fucking retarded.
wish she would have had all her shit together
Yep.
before she married me for sure. Yeah, or just not have married me. You know what I mean?
Or like I don't know, talked to you and communicated and maybe worked things out.
Well, see, she technically did the basic white bitch level of communication, which is just like you fucking wake up and you're like, yeah, you know, like it's a new day. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm gonna have a great mood and cheer up my fucking what's I mean what even I'm so fucking tired. Whatever, just cheer up my mopey wife, you know. And then she's just like, hey, like sighing, staring out a window, like she's about to break into song. And you're just like, oh, what's the matter? And it's like, you wouldn't understand. It's like, okay, then
I'm
I don't
here
know,
whenever you
fucking
want to
stop
talk.
him. Oh yeah, no, exactly.
And then she was like, you didn't do enough.
Oh, dude, it's
What the
that was
fuck?
you have no idea. That was the
I
whole
do, because it kind
relationship
of
was
sounds
like
exactly like.
it was there was always like I would be happy but I would be happy but and
Uh,
like
Madonna.
whatever. Yeah. Like obviously I'm not a perfect person, but no one's perfect. Like she wasn't perfect either.
But that's not normal.
Um
Okay, that's not.
yeah.
That's abnormal.
And I don't know, the way I saw it
That's
was just like, yeah,
exhausting.
when you marry somebody, it's not because they're perfect. It's because you love them despite their imperfections. And I can honestly say, I mean, I guess that's another reason why I maybe feel better. Like I would almost feel worse if it was like we mutually didn't like each other and then she ended it, but it was like, no, I know for a fact that aside from her cheating on me or like, you know, fucking stabbing me or something, which I don't think she ever would have done. But you know, I would never have broken my vow ever. You know what I mean? And it
Hmm.
wouldn't have even been a question. It wouldn't have been like I would never have looked back like 10 years from now and been like, "Oh, I wish I hadn't done that." I would have been like, "Yep, I'm happy I made this decision." So in some regard, I feel like I've got more I don't really know what. It's not closure, but like clarity cuz it's
Hmm.
like at least I know, you know, at least I can come out of this saying like, "Yeah, I know what it means to love somebody." And maybe I didn't do a perfect job at it, but she was also fucking bongalunga crazy. Oh shit, do I need a boat too?
No, you can just left click on my boat.
Oh, I can hop in with you. Yo, see, I forgot so much about this game. God damn, our harbor
There's a
does look
boat
cool.
back there if you do want it, though.
No, that's the pig one. That's the pig's boat.
No,
I
there's
want
one
to take
right
his
here.
boat. Oh, there is. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Is it slower this way?
No, it's just kind of gay.
What? Uh, yeah, I forget what I was saying, but yeah, it's like at least I can come out of this and go like,
Oh yeah, dude, you gotta try this on ice at some point. But yeah,
oh hell yeah, no, let's do it
uh,
now. And for her, I don't know, she has to be in fucking. Well, I mean, judging by the crazy shit she's done, I guess I kind of know that she is. She's in like some kind of emotional limbo where it's like you don't even know what it means to love somebody because you just spent the last 8 years going through the motion.
yeah. I
And
mean,
like I'll say this, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt
no,
you.
you got
Like having like a girlfriend that friend zones you. Like I know everyone acts like that is the worst thing in the world. Like that's one thing, and I get that like it hurts, but it's like ultimately in that scenario, it's just you made a friend,
Mm-hmm.
which to me that's fine. To me that's actually not that bad. Now for my situation, where your wife friend zones you, that's a little fucked up
And I can't even
because
imagine
it's
that
like, yeah,
because it's like
because it's
you're
like
supposed
we've
to
been
be,
together.
you guys are supposed to be like you've decided to get married because you truly love each other,
Hmm.
and it's like so there's supposed to be this like surface layer, like bedrock is supposed to be trust. So it's like
Bedrock.
how weird, yeah, bedrock. How weird would that be to just be like friend zoned, essentially, like you're saying, with your wife? It's like that's just it's so
Yeah.
it's so wrong. It doesn't even.
Yeah, that's bonkers,
It's like
man.
how is that even a thing? How is that even possible? Have we ever gone this way before?
Yo, why is there a carrot here?
But I picked it up.
But you know what? If she hadn't, I wouldn't be playing Minecraft right now.
No kidding. You'd be cleaning because when we get on, she would start cleaning, and then you would say, "No, we can do this later," and then she would
Dude,
still do
no,
it.
that was fucking bullshit too. Like I did the dishes and the laundry.
Yeah.
It would just be like, oh, there's
She
something on
would.
the counter I don't want
I
there.
started
And then she'd
realizing she
freak
was
out about
doing
it.
that like right when we would get on and do stuff.
No,
And I was
exactly. I
like,
know.
"Oh,
I
fair
was.
enough, they're
Mhm.
married," but I'm just like, I was also like, "Okay, but we
No,
barely
that
get
was
on."
bullshit because I would always make sure it's like, hey, let's make sure we get our shit
Yeah.
done. And yeah, like, whatever. Just let's make sure we get our work done before we play. The only difference is I actually enjoy playing.
Yeah.
And I don't think she does. I think she only enjoys working. But to the point where it's just like, you're going to be fucking miserable. Like, so what? You fucking dusted your fucking candle. Great.
I think she just did it
I,
because like she was, jealous or upset that you were hanging out with me instead of like spending all your time with her or something. And I don't even know if she knew she was doing it, but she
I spent
did.
like 90. Yeah, then that was the thing that was crazy to me. Is like I spent like 99% of my time with her. And also the fact that it would be like every single moment of every single day, I had to be there with her. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I understand that. But then it's
Like
like she wouldn't even enjoy my company.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I
Like
think, obviously, like, in that's not what I was really thinking in hindsight. I was just like, oh, she seems kind of down in the dumps. I wonder why. There's an underwater
yeah.
temple over there.
It's fine if you're
But,
married, but like also with marriage comes the like communication, which she clearly didn't have
communication and
with you. And
happiness.
it's like
Yeah, no, I think just
you
even
can't,
at the basic level. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk
you
over
just
you.
can't make the claim of like, you can't make the claim of like, uh, like you spending all the time with her because you're married kind of thing. If you're not even gonna make it feel like it's a marriage because of that kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
that's just so, it just didn't feel right. Like it's so weird.
Well, the thing that baffled me too, and I told her, and she's like, I don't remember saying that. Which, given some of the crazy shit she says, I don't, I understand. But it's like, do llamas drop meat?
Yeah,
Um,
no, they don't.
yeah, like before we got married, I was like, hey, I'm worried that you'll feel like, because we had been together so long, you know what I mean? Like we'd been,
Hmm.
it wasn't like we dated for a year and then we got married. We had dated for over 8 years and then we got married. So there's definitely, and we had lived together too. So like, obviously going to be a case of, things might not feel as new and fresh as other people when they get married. You know what I mean? Um, so I was like, I'm worried that you won't feel like things have changed. Like if there's like, and it wasn't that I wasn't going to change, but you know what I mean? This was just
Yeah.
like me, and I kind of said it like jokingly, but I was concerned. It's like, hey, I want you to know that, you know, the marriage might not feel the way that you like think it will, but like I'm still, your husband and I love you and whatever, all that jazz. And she's like, "Don't worry, I don't want anything to change." Like that's what she told me to my face.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which apparently was not true.
Well, yeah. She's also inconsistent, and
Yeah.
there's like, I don't know. She's like, yeah, just inconsistent with stuff. So, and clearly unstable to
I
feel
do
that way and do
find
that stuff.
oh god, yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely because the only reason I was there is cuz well, one of the only reasons I was there is cuz she was afraid of being alone.
Mm.
Which doesn't make sense, which also doesn't make sense to me because she is that emotionally unstable where it's like I don't know. Clearly at that point it's like at least on an emotional level, I did feel like it was my job to take care of her. Um, but it's hard to do that when the excuse for feeling bad is always my fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but then for her to go and be like, I felt like a mother figure to you. It's just like, yeah, what the fuck? And then this is the same girl that like 5 days, whatever. I'm exaggerating. A couple weeks later, starts like simping for a coworker, and is
God, it's
like,
so fucking.
I will, I will drive to your city and I would stay at a hotel for a whole weekend, even if you would only come and visit me for 30 minutes. It's like, holy shit. Woo.
Yeah. I went down. I'm like digging down, kind of thing. I don't know where
Oh,
you're at.
sorry. I'm fighting people. No, I will find you, brother.
I
Yeah,
just go
maybe I
back to a
should.
room,
I'll write a book called "I Married a Simp."
or
That's what I'll
just
do.
at least I married a psychopath.
And people will think it's like a big titty girl that's like dating like a male simp. 'Cause I feel like male simps are way more prevalent. But then it'll be like, nah, I married a simp, but she simped for somebody else. If she was a dude, she would be fucking on OnlyFans giving people money. I have no doubt about that. But I don't know. I mean, I honestly didn't even think about it at all today. So I guess
Mhm.
I'll just end it there. That's the end of my therapy session.
That's what I was talking about how time seems to be the only thing, and it gets that extends, but it doesn't disappear at a gradual time. It's just like it's gonna come back in
Yeah.
waves, but it'll be
Yeah, no, yeah.
more
Some days will be
more
shitty.
consistently. Like the distance will grow because it's like I'm
I'm gonna bring you
engaged
torches.
and getting married with Emma, or yeah, with I'm getting
Forget
married
her name.
soon, and it still like sometimes comes back even still. Just the thought of stuff like wondering
Yeah.
things and like I hate
And
it.
it's not like you miss them. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry. I'm not
not.
trying to
It's not
interrupt.
that I miss them at all. It's just like
What the
like
fuck?
there was a time where you're just like, man, that was like a rough time kind of thing, and
Yeah.
why like why did it have to be so rough? Like obviously everybody goes in and out of relationships all the time with stuff, but like why
Yeah.
did it have to cost me so much compared to some people, you know?
I think that was, yeah, I think that's maybe probably something we both went through where we're like, well, we know that love isn't just some emotion that is always washed over you, but it's something that you make the decision to do every day.
Yeah.
But I think we both probably just thought that it was way harder than it really was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I at least I know I definitely convinced myself where I was like, "Yep." And it wasn't even like I was bitter about it. You know, I was just like, "Yep, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna love my wife or my whatever my girlfriend." Except I moved across the country. I might as well have been married to. You know what I mean? I might as well have been married. And it's like,
Yeah.
"Yep, I'm gonna do my best to love her." And not that I always did my best. Like I wasn't a fucking perfect person, but I definitely made a conscious decision to whatever, be the best partner I could be every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think both of us were kind of like, at least at an emotional level, we were there to take care of them, and we were just there to keep them comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And it's
And
just
then
like,
once they felt like something better came around, bye bye. Because I know, like, and I know she denies it, and maybe she actually means it because I don't think she even knows what she means anymore.
mhm.
Like, all the shit she's told me is just like all over the fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm pretty damn sure that in her mind she had it worked out where she was gonna leave me, and
For a while,
yeah, and I was gonna swoop in there and be like, "Hey, baby."
even before
Um,
she knew who it was.
no, no, no. I don't think. No, no, I don't think. No, no, no. I don't think it was that premeditated. No, like
So,
I think she's a little kooky.
yeah.
Um, and she could be a fucking asshole for sure. But no, I don't think it was like that. No, I think she genuinely was like, "Oh shit, this guy moved across the country for me. I should probably try my best." So maybe in some ways, maybe in some ways she was trying harder too than other people could have tried. Um, but I don't know. I don't really think so because I think if she had tried as hard as I tried, things probably would have turned out
Well, I
a
don't
lot
think she
nicer.
tried at all because, like,
No, definitely at the end she did not
some
try
of
at
the
all.
shit
No,
she
she
was
just
bringing up was from years ago, right?
yeah, yeah, she never
Like,
forgot
so,
anything, dude.
like, sounds like she was holding on to that for that kind of
Yeah.
occasion.
No, like I said, I think she's, and I get it. She suffers from depression and anxiety and that's messed up and I was sympathetic towards it.
Yeah,
I
but at
was
some
never just
point
like,
you gotta
"Oh,
blame
just get
yourself.
over it."
You have to face yourself and
Yeah. But
like,
that's what I'm saying. I think she fucking took it out on me. You know what I mean?
hmm
And it was like, I mean, I was literally really her only friend. You know what I mean? Outside of her family. Like, yeah,
I
whatever.
guess
She
I know
had people she got
why.
along with at work, kind of. But even other people, like in college, that were considered her friends, I just know from talking to her that she did not really consider them to be friends.
Yeah.
Like, even people that would, like, take her home when she was, like, too drunk to get there herself, like, did not really consider them friends. At least she would get, like, mad enough to where she would say shit about someone where you're just like, why would you ever say that about a friend? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if I got, like, super fucking mad at you for whatever reason, which hasn't really happened, um, yeah, I would never, you know what I mean? I would never just be like, oh, yeah, well, I don't really like Ben that much. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
That'd just be
because
fucking
it's
weird.
like that's just because like for her she just didn't consider them as friends.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
crazy.
then
But yeah,
I
no,
don't
I
know.
think, oh, sorry.
It's harder for girls to be friends too, honestly.
See, and I've heard the opposite, though. I've heard that it's guys that have less close friends than girls do. And it's like,
I don't know.
like,
I don't think so. I
and
think
there's
guys are more
arguments for
chill
both
than
cases.
girls are. Like girls overthink things a
Yeah.
lot. At least
But then
most
other
of the ones
people
I've
say
been.
that, no, see, I would agree with that. I would agree with what you're saying. But then other people say that it's men who are more competitive and end up having less friends.
Men are
Um,
competitive, but they also let go easier versus like the way
yeah,
we
see,
we
that's
do
what I
it. It's
agree with.
aggressive.
I agree with that.
Men are aggressive, and we can get it over with. Versus women will like they're more like vocal and they'll hold on to that shit for a long time, and that's
Yeah.
more degrading. And you don't keep friends like that doing that shit
Yeah.
over.
And I think ultimately it is just like on a person to person basis, where it's like, are you a petty and bitter person? If yes, you're probably not really gonna have friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is interesting that you've heard that
Well,
it's harder for women to have friends, and I've heard that it's harder for men to have friends.
like I was thinking about Haley seems to be like I feel like she'd be able to make friends pretty easily because she doesn't seem to like maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel like she's the kind of person to hold on to that kind of stuff like most girls would, you know. But maybe
No,
that's
I
because
don't think so.
she's not the same as most girls, you know. She's I
I
feel like
think
she's more
most people
interested in just like having fun with stuff versus like whereas most girls are like, oh, this person could
it
be a
has to serve a
potential
purpose.
I could, you
Yeah,
know, this guy around us could be a potential person that I could date someday. I need to make sure that I'm
you keep them
being
around.
seen instead of all these other girls around me, or like I'm always
Yeah.
like, I want to be prettier, I want to be this or whatever, versus, I don't know. I feel like Haley's different kind of thing. But
Yeah,
most
she's pretty
girls,
chill.
yeah, she's more chill. That's the way I see for guys too. I'm not saying she's like a guy. I'm just saying like she's just clearly less
Well, I mean,
competitive, I
she
guess.
likes girls, so.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've heard
Dude,
that guys are easier to make friends. Yeah.
no, see, I would agree with that, but I was just saying, I forget what it was. It was probably like some like dumbass alpha male shit where it's like it's harder for men to have friends because they have to compete to find a mate. And it's like, yo, why don't you go just suck a dick? If you want to be alpha, listen to everything I say.
And you're just like,
That stuff's goofy.
subscribe.
Fucking give me money, you'll be an alpha male.
I don't know, cause like I mean I'm way less chill than most people are. Most guys are, I think. I think I fucking overthink things way too much, and it's more common for guys to be like on a more chill mentality than I am sometimes. But like
I think
that's
in
a
some
norm
ways,
for
but then I
guys.
think, yeah. I think once guys start overthinking, then they go off the fucking deep end.
Yes, but it's more common for girls to overthink things, you know, because they're like worried about everything. Emma does it too. She'll worry about things longer than I
Yeah.
think most people need to. But I'm a lot like her. I definitely overthink things. Her and I are a
No,
lot
dude,
alike.
that's the other thing though. Well, first of all, that's good. I'm happy for you, homie. Uh,
Thanks.
but like, I'm like way less stressed in public now, cause like she was. Oh, I'm like
Yeah,
I'm just like a loud person, and I know like even now like I'm still like nowhere near what I used to be like. We're just like no anxiety whatsoever in
yeah.
any social situation,
Hmm.
and it's like going away. But I know for a fact like I'm still more anxious in public than I was before I was with her because it was just like whatever,
Wait, say that again. You're still more
like
anxious in
anxious
public
than I was before I met her.
than before. Yes, of course. That I
Yeah,
noticed on me too. Like I I used to really like myself. Like and then in the last relationship I had, it was like I ended up like really containing myself because I knew I was always walking on eggshells kind of thing. And
yeah,
it just felt like I just felt like any wrong move would be the end of the whole thing kind of thing. And I was always so worried about that. And so after it ended, it just took me a long time to get back to feeling like a normal person again or like myself
yeah,
again. And I with Emma, that's the biggest thing I've noticed is that I've been feeling like me again and I've been like comfortable in my own skin and it's just I can be funny again and that's fun.
mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like you have to be yourself. And it's like I never thought I could be in a relationship where I could be myself at the same time. I thought it was like a sacrifice of something, you know. But
yeah,
like there's
yeah.
clearly
I think
sacrifices, but
yeah,
it's not the stuff that you that make you who you are. So
Yeah,
you've got
not
to
the
find
fiber of your
somebody.
being.
Yeah, you got to find somebody that
Yeah.
you can be you around. And that's something I didn't realize, or like I heard about, I just didn't understand, I guess, until I was with Emma, until I met Emma. And it's
And
gonna be
speaking
the
of being
same
more
for you.
comfortable,
Yeah,
I
because I get
adjust
to be
my balls
comfortable.
in public now.
I
No.
fart so much around her. It's
Uh,
ridiculous, dude.
oh, could I
It's
steal some torches from you
yeah, yeah.
if you've got
Uh,
any to spare? I don't need a
dude, I think
ton.
we
I'll
found a
be
tunnel.
sparse. Oh shit,
We
nice.
found a
Oh
cave
fuck, I
here.
gotta drop something. Oh, frame rate drop. Oh my god. I'm trying to come.
This is,
But yeah, I think that since I was really one of the only, like at least like after she got home, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go out with friends. Are you under the water right now?
I
Because I don't want
went
to go under
I
the
went
water.
up the water. I just traveled up.
Travel it up. Oh, okay. Um, and I think that since I was like, one of the main humans that interacted with her that wasn't like her mom or her sister, it was just like, well, I'm gonna, you know, and also I'm sure some of it had to do with like subconsciously, she knew deep down she didn't love me, so it's just like, well, I'm in a situation where I'm unhappy because I'm with someone that I don't love. So everything that goes wrong, I'm gonna,
Yeah, I think that's
at
where I
least
was at.
at
That's happened
least
to me too.
subconsciously, yeah, just be like, well, everything is his fault. It is his fault. The reason I'm unhappy is his fault. When in reality, it's like the reason you're unhappy is because you're lying to yourself and you're lying to your partner. That's why you're unhappy. And if you
Yep.
just be honest with yourself and your partner, then you would be. Um, and also, it wasn't even just unhappiness; it was cowardice of being alone. And like I told her, I was like, if I had known this is how you felt about the situation, I would have left you. And it's not even like in a mean way. It's just like because I would have been best for both of us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Um, but
Dude,
it's like it definitely gets more complicated when you're married and Christian, and then all of a sudden your wife is like, "I never loved you." Go into the friend zone. Because definitely, like, if it was a secular divorce, it would be like, well, fuck. I mean, it'd still be shitty, of course, but there would never be like that question of like, oh man, did I fail to uphold my vow? Which I don't think I did. I'm not guilty of her being a fucking dumbass, but there's always like that nagging doubt of like, oh, should I have fought harder? Should I have fought harder? And it's
yeah.
like, I don't know. I
And
think I shouldn't have fought. In hindsight, I don't think I should have fought as hard as I did
yeah.
because there's a lot of wasted energy.
And I think you're gonna realize that even more as you go, especially when you find the next person, because it's like that's the one of the biggest things that I learned. I was just like, holy shit, it doesn't have to be an uphill battle and like anxious
Yeah,
all the time. It can actually be enjoyable. I didn't know that.
yeah. And that was the one thing too and I shouldn't have brought it up, but I did. I did bring up reconciliation. It probably wasn't that long ago. It was probably only 3 weeks ago, maybe not even that long. Um, and I think even deep down when I mentioned it, like I wouldn't follow through with it. But it's like even now, like knowing what I knew, I was the one who was willing to reconcile. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? She never once approached me with the option of reconciliation.
Right.
And I asked her about that too. I was like, well, how come, I'm the only one, first of all, I'm the one who was left, right? I was the one who was wronged
Yeah, I'm betrayed.
in this situation, and I'm the one who's more willing to reconcile. Why is that? And yeah, I forget what it was because she even told me, she's like, well, we're just like trying to fit. Yeah, I told you that, right? Which is like, we're just like two puzzle pieces that don't fit together, and we shouldn't try to force it anymore.
My God.
Which is one is just incredibly painful to hear from your wife, but then she was kind of open to the reconciliation, but even then she's like things would have to change on both sides. Um,
Whoa. What
ooh,
is
this
this
is it.
place? This is fucking cool. Yo, there's a
Yo,
creeper up there.
kill it. But oh, they're bright. I'll keep them for the light.
Yo, this is amazing. Pick these
Yeah,
fruits, I guess.
yeah. I'll
Wow.
be honest. I didn't think I would, but I'm actually I feel like I'm happy with most of the updates that come to Minecraft
Me too.
because they just seem to augment. They just seem to augment what's already there.
Yeah.
It's never like a real.
Well,
But
especially a cave
so
update. But anyway.
yeah, no, a cave update's perfect because that's my favorite thing, or at least it used to be, was cave exploration. But yeah, she's like things that have to change on both sides, blah blah blah. Which one? I mean, I don't know. I guess I can understand it, but on the other end, it's like you're the one who went fucking loopy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
absolute. And I know people
Well,
always say the
literally,
same,
because she took drugs. She was on fucking
but
drugs.
yeah, she decided that yeah, which I don't really care. Like I was supportive of that. I guess I know because I was like, if it will help. At that point though, it was like nothing I seemed to do helped her. So I was like, if you want to, smoke weed, that's fine because weed's not dangerous. But but just the fact that she could do all that to me, and then I'm still the one that's more interested in reconciliation, and she still would have expected me to give even more ground after we got back together. Um,
Yeah, what the fuck?
But then essentially, I was just like, well, you'd have to come back. She's like, well, I like my job here. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, which,
what
that's
was
what
it?
you were expecting to begin with anyway. So, like, I I would have been surprised if she would have made that
Come
change.
to,
Because it's like, you
oh,
don't
me
do
too,
all of that
absolutely.
shit if you're not, willing,
If you're not
whatever.
absolutely sure. And it was weird because she's like, well, I thought it was amicable because you seemed to be okay with it and you went back to real quick. And it's like, she had already had the divorce papers like filed to me, like emailed to me. I think
What a
like the day
fucking
before I went to
cunt.
Kansas. And so it's just like, no, you were just you shut me off, and you seemed very adamant in your explanation. You seemed very prepared. Um, and I was like, you
It's like,
literally
was
said
that a
that, whatever.
test? Like, that stupid joke where it's like, this guy I have a crush on asked me out, and I said no because I want him to ask me again. But now he's mad.
No,
What
I
do I
don't
do? It's
think
like, what the fuck?
I'm being stupid right now. I need to focus up.
Hang on. I'm
My
covering up
ex-wife
these,
is gonna get me killed in Minecraft. I'll never forgive myself if my ex-wife gets me killed in Minecraft. All right, fuck off. Um, no, I don't think so. But it definitely has like the same vibe to it. Um,
it's like
and
the
and the thing is, like,
childish mindset.
I know it's very childish. Like, I was still wearing the ring after she separated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was only after I saw that I went back to grab some of my crap, and she had hers left on the counter. And this is only like a week and a half after, maybe even only a week. You know what I mean? So it's not like a lot of time has passed. So she seemed like her mind was really damn set. You know what I mean?
That's what I
Um,
was saying was like
yeah.
when I first heard about that, like
You.
you told me all this, I was like, I know her mindset, and I was like, she's just gonna like truck through this and not even
Yeah, she
consider
did.
it because she's made up her mind, and
And
by
yeah,
golly, she's
and I
gonna
did ask
stick
her
with
that.
it.
I did say that because I was like, well, you seem to have your mind made up a lot, but now that I'm bringing up reconciliation, why is that? And one, I think it was just she was in a weak spot. Um, and I'm glad we both recognized it. But she also, and she also said like, well, and I said, you also said that we are like two pieces that couldn't be forced together. And she said, well, I realized that maybe whatever, they should be more flexible. And it's like, you're just, I don't know.
It's just playing around at this point. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I don't understand how someone can be so simultaneously sure of themselves and then have no idea what they want in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think she's just full of shit, dude. I don't think she knows what she wants. She's just trying to act like she
No, I don't.
does.
I don't think she does either.
She's just trying to act like it, like, because she obviously doesn't hold any ground. That's just
She watched.
pathetic.
She watched too many Hallmark movies, man.
Fuck.
Too many Hallmark movies. That's another thing I don't have to worry about anymore.
Yeah, I don't like Hallmark movies either.
I think they're made for grandmas, and that's
I
fine.
told
My
I
grandma watches
told
Hallmark movies.
I told Em,
I love my
I
grandma.
told that Emma likes Hallmark movies. I told you that.
Oh
And then
God, no.
I told her that you said like it makes people like psychopaths and shit. And Emma was like, it really does. I'm like, you even know
Well, at
it?
least she
She's like, yeah.
recognizes it and has a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
If I said something like that, she'd be like, "Oh my
No
God."
kidding, dude. I
That's the other thing
remember
I don't
that
get
shit.
is how can well, whatever. She really fancied herself like a conservative, like rough tumble, but like God, she'd get offended by fucking everything.
Yeah,
And
she
then
would.
she'd be the one who's like, "Oh, liberals get offended by everything," and it's like, "You do too, bitch."
We just can't tell you that because you get offended by it.
Like, I couldn't fucking joke about shit, dude.
Yeah. I always thought she was just like joking about that, like about
Sometimes
being
she
offended
would,
by it.
but it's also like almost to like an autistic level where it's just like there was something wrong with every joke ever. Like there was a fucking like whatever. We're watching a movie with fictional characters, right? Where one of the actress, who did a witch curse me? Yo, I'm gonna die.
Fuck, I'm
And
coming, I'm coming.
you have to save my stuff.
Dude,
My fucking
eat food.
ex-wife tracked me down. No, I'll survive. I killed her. Um, we're watching a movie, and one of the characters, a fictional character, has cancer, and I wasn't really paying attention because it was a shitty movie, and I'm just like, oh, what is she, a gypsy? Because she had like a do rag on or something, and she's like, she has cancer. All this shit, and it's just like if I said something about like a real human being like that we pass on the street, and then I would understand if she got mad. You know what I mean? Because then I'm just being an asshole to a living human being with a soul. But
You
this
got
is like
offended.
this is fictional. It's someone playing a character with cancer, and I'm not making fun of cancer. I'm just making fun of what they're wearing, and she gets like offended for them, and it's like, damn.
Wow, that's fucking stupid. Yo, I went up the hill here. I went back up basically.
Damn, motherfucker.
Where are
And
you
she
at?
fucking ruined our fucking Minecraft village. We clearly had an aesthetic going. You can either do icy shit or like medieval Viking shit. She just makes a dumbass purple house. God damn it. Farmed
Yeah.
sands, made dumbass purple glass for that bitch. Ah,
Yo, and I saved her horse for her.
dude, we saved her horse. That actually was one of the coolest things you've ever done.
I fucking killed
Well, I'll
it.
just like, did you kill it?
I've already killed it.
Dude, you should have waited for me, man.
I'm sorry. I'm
No, that's
pretty sure.
fine.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I killed it. Oh yeah, we can
It's like
check.
when the Mongols like take a city over and then they
Yeah.
like salt the earth so nothing can grow there and they kill like the next 3 generations in your family because they're just that angry. It's like holy fuck. Like ancient laws were crazy, dude. Like, could you
Yeah.
imagine like you getting killed for something and then your son and his son getting killed for something you did?